So today we are going to be talking about negative exponents. Now, the best way to understand negative exponents is to see them in a problem. So here, I've got a division problem. We've got 3 to the 4th divided by 3 to the 6th power. Okay? Now, if I was to use the expansion of each of these, like 3 to the 4th power, I would get 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right, for the top. And it's divided by the expansion of the bottom, 3 to the 6th power, which is 3 times 3 times 3, 6 times. All right? So 3 to the 4th divided by 3 to the 6th. And because we're dividing, 3 divided by 3, cancel out. 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 And notice, we're left with 2 3's on the bottom, so 3 to the 2nd power on the bottom. We have no numbers left on top, but that doesn't mean there's 0. When we're dealing with multiplication, when everything cancels out, what's left up there is 1. So 3 to the 4th divided by 3 to the 6th really equals 1 over 3 to the 2nd. All right? Now, if I just used my exponent power rules for division, I could have come up with something different. For example, dividing powers, the rule is we keep the base and subtract the exponents. And 4 minus 6 gets me a negative number. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So by expanding it out, I get this. By using my exponent power rules, I get this. What that tells me is these two things must be equal. And this helps explain what negative exponents are all about. 3 to the negative 2 power really means 1 divided by 3 to the regular 2 power. You see, negative exponents mean repeated division. Positive exponents mean repeated multiplication. Negative exponents mean repeated division. So we're taking 1 and dividing it by 3 2 times. If that's too much for you, you could just think of it as, oh, it goes on the bottom of a fraction. And a lot of times, students find that a lot easier to deal with. All right? So I'll give you some examples so you can kind of see this in action here. 7 to the negative 8th power. That means we are repeatedly dividing by 7 8 times. Or in other words, we're starting with 1 and dividing by 7 to the 8th power. So we end up getting 1 divided by 7 to the positive 8th power. And notice that negative exponent goes to the bottom of the fraction and just becomes positive. Similarly here, k to the negative 10th power is the same as 1 divided by k to the regular 10th power. And that's how negative exponents work. All right? So if you get a number raised to a negative power, it drops to the bottom of the fraction. All right? Now let's do the opposite here. I've given you some fractions. 1 divided by 2 to the 5th power. We're going to write this with the negative exponent. You see, 2 to the 5th power, it's really being divided by 2 5 times. So 1 divided by 2 to the 5th is really 2 to the negative 5th power. You see? Because 2 to the negative 5th power means 1 divided by 2 to the regular 5th power. Similarly, 1 divided by w to the 3rd power is the same as w to the negative 3rd power. You got it. Okay? So that's kind of the basics of what negative exponents are. All right? Just think of them as repeated division. And when you've got it written like this, if you're going to be repeatedly dividing, that means it's just going to go on the bottom of the fraction. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button. Also subscribe because it really helps us out. With that being said, good luck on your math, and I will see you next time.